Cargo climb, rather. I would like... I don't think it's ever going to happen, but I would like to see a proper remaster collection on the KH3 engine. I feel like KH2 still looks really good, but I think there's some parts of like the lighting engine and stuff, and maybe populating, because I think Twilight Town's main thing, and it's okay in KH2 because it's a data copy, so it is going to be sort of weirdly hauntingly empty, but I would like to see like really populated worlds a lot more.
I would just be happy with if they drop tomorrow like DLC for 3 that included I keep missing this guy. That includes just a full Twilight Town. Like
honestly,
just like no more missions, maybe a few side missions, but nothing crazy. I just want to explore all of it.
Right. Well, I've talked about this before, and I think it's like an element that people aren't pursuing enough in video games because everyone's so fucking erect for like ray tracing and stuff like that. But we're at a point now where we can address the thing that I've always found like least appealing about video games, and that is how either very truncated or very empty / not real worlds feel. So like, we are at a point in gaming where you could have, like, say GTA 5, right? You play GTA 5?
Yeah.
You know, like, there's like coffee shops and stuff and like a bunch of buildings. We're at a point where a map the size of at least Los Santos City could have every building be interactable.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I think that's what I'm more excited about for games. I don't give a fuck if a game is like the best looking game ever, but I want to feel truly immersed. I don't need like complicated NPCs, but I want to like have an NPC for like the coffee shop, and I don't need the coffee shop to do anything other than sell me coffee, and I drink the coffee,
strike
and
up
it
a
gives me
conversation.
like just have a world and have people in the coffee shop. Like Oblivion tried to do it, where they have like NPCs who would have their own lives regardless of whether you'd interact with them. That I think should be the gold standard of all games. So if I'm in like a KH3 version of Twilight Town, that bitch should be doing the mail, but then when the mail delivery is not happening, she's, you know, going to the store and she's fucking picking her kids up from school. Like, that's what I need from NPCs.
Yeah.
Because right now, a lot of video game worlds just feel like they are here because I am here. And I need more.
And again, like you said, this one kind of gets a pass because they literally are here because we're here.
Right, exactly. And also it's a PS2 game. Like, it's okay that like the stadiums are empty at Olympus Coliseum and stuff. I don't mind too much.
Did you see somebody's making a KH game in PS4 Dreams?
Yes, I did.
They've spent like a whole year on it, and it actually looks really like obviously graphically there's only so much you can do, but like the movement options are look near identical, and like the idle animations are really, really good. I'm like, damn.
Dreams is crazy. Like, I couldn't get my head around it.
Dreams just to play this.
Yeah, honestly, I'm glad I have Dreams just for when stuff like that comes out. I can just be like, cool, I'm going to download that and play it right now. Because I got Dreams and I went through all the tutorial and shit, and they were like, okay, you can make a game now. And I'm like, sure. I'm great at making video games.
Somebody is vacuuming downstairs, so if you see that, just ignore it.
How dare they? There's
keeping
also
track
someone
of how many I'm doing?
Oh, I haven't been keeping track at all. You can check menu though afterwards and see your money count. There's also someone who's been... I can't remember if they're making KH2, but someone's making it in like Unreal Engine.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah. There's also somebody who is completely reskinning... What's the Final Fantasy fighting game? Is it Dissidia?
Oh, yeah.
They're reskinning that for a Kingdom Hearts style fighting game.
Apparently there was people that did Digimon mods of Duodecim, and they don't... the fucking web pages are dead now. If anyone knows where those Duodecim Digimon mods are, I would love to stream just a bunch of those.
Send it to us on Twitter at @protodubs. And then
I legitimately hope
if
Pro
you
gets at least one tweet. It's just like, here's the mods, dude.
If you find anything Digimon that you find, just tweet it at Protodubs. It'll come straight to us.
If you have any criticisms, if you disagree with us about KH3, just at Protodubs.
Yeah. Just
That's
at
our
Protodubs.
Official Let's Play Twitter account.
If you have any questions about the game, at High C, at the High C, he knows he has because he's such a big fan. He's got every single guide for the Kingdom Hearts series.
It's crazy how he went out and bought.
Individually as they were coming out. It's bizarre.
It's crazy how much that guy loves Kingdom Hearts.
Man,
and Digimon.
What a dude. And Digimon.
He loves Digimon too.
He loves Digimon. He knows everything there is to know.
Hi-C messaged me after my last video went out and was like, "Man, I always watch your videos to support." Let me tell you exactly what he fucking said to me because it was so funny. I just watched the video, and when people say too many Digimons in a row, I think they're having a stroke. And I said, "You're just racist, I get it." And he's like, "Nailed it."
What a guy. What a good guy.
What a good guy.
800, okay. 400 more, that's 8 more, okay.
We got this, let's go. Oh, something just slammed in my building, let's go. About to die. We move. I can't wait to make enough YouTube money that I can get an actual fucking place that isn't a flat. I hate living in buildings with other people.
Yeah.
So keep refreshing these Let's Plays, everybody, so that I can so that I can even get this channel monetized. I tried deleting as many of the Toku videos until there were still enough views, but they were like, no reuse content. I'm like, it's not even copyright claimed. How the fuck do you know it's reuse content? Motherfuckers. You can do another tag.
Go!
No,
I don't care. This is... Oh, fuck. Oh, keep clicking. I was about to say, I got that one down, and then that happened.
It's always when you're feeling most like you're like, yeah, I'm really good at this now. I've got it nailed. That you just start making the most fuck ups.
I think I thought about this before, and I think the PC version will probably be the one that I spend most time in and actually try to 100% the games, because my PS4 is in my bedroom, and my girlfriend is also in my bedroom, and whenever I get home from work and want to play, she's usually there, and it's just easier to have.
And she
it on PC.
Bullies you for playing Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, because I'm a big old nerd, and she's like, why do I? You freaking just stop being such a big old nerd. And
you're beating Xehanort, and she's rolling her eyes and installing Tinder on her phone. My boyfriend won't stop playing Kingdom Hearts. It's like one of those banner ads, Lonely MILFs. It's like, my boyfriend won't stop playing Kingdom Hearts.
Won't stop playing Kingdom Hearts. I'm so lonely. Anyways, I just easier to access on my PC. I'll certainly make KH1 like that. I'm gonna try to
I'm not really asked
at least
about
100%,
but I am very interested to see if the mod scene's going to do anything interesting.
Oh my gosh, the one I mentioned while you were streaming the other day about the BBS mod.
Yeah, that would be great.
That would be that's the only essential mod I can think of.
If someone could make the subtitles the same size as KH2 or KH3 and pull that camera out a bit,
pull
BBS
that camera back. Oh my god,
good.
I would honestly. I'd play that one more often.
Yeah. Because every time I go to play BBS, the only time I can play BBS is if I haven't touched Kingdom Hearts in a year. Because I did when 2.5 came out.
In an isolated state.
Yeah, when 2.5 first came out on PS3 or whatever the fuck, I did KH2 Critical for the first time, which was a trip, and then went to BBS, and I was like, what's happening here? I feel like I'm
Hey, look. 1200.
Hell yeah, dude.
We have to go to the station now, right?
I think so. Station high. Up.
I don't know the layout of this. Oh my gosh.
You can also hop on the skateboard instead of jumping around. Hell yeah, dude. It's also...
hey, look.
Hey, Hayner.
There he is, the boy.
What, Hayner? What, lad?
Oh, lad.
That's plenty of... Oh. More money! I'm gonna be like fucking Scrooge McDuck.
AP +2.
We move.
I was really sad that you couldn't explore... Is it Radiant Garden?
Yeah.
No. What's the one in? Well, first of all, Radiant Garden. But second of all, what's the one in BBS that you visit that Kyrie's from?
Radiant Garden.
Oh, is that Radiant Garden? Is that the same place?
Yeah, so it's Radiant Garden, then it all gets fucked up and becomes Hollow Bastion, then it becomes Radiant Garden again.
Okay, because I couldn't remember because the maps are different, and so
yeah.
The Radiant Garden is 2 is not the same Radiant Garden as...
No,
gotcha.
Yeah, because it's like they're dismantling all the awful Castle Heartless shit.
I really wish we could go back to like the BBS Radiant Garden and explore it as like with the KH3 movements.
So
I think that would be fun.
If you watch the cutscenes of KH3 when like Riku and stuff are on the phone to Sora, there is obviously progress in Radiant Garden because like the courtyard area is the same one that you first meet Lee and stuff in as Ventus in BBS. So there's definitely some modeled Radiant Gardens like the OG.
Okay.
Well, if you remember, like at the very end when Riku comes back to pick up,
Nominate.
Yeah, Nominate. He flies in with the gummy ship and he lands in the middle of that courtyard as well.
Exactly. Yes. I think you might even be able to in data greeting be able to take pictures there, but it's not the same.
Where are you going?
No, it's not the same. I want to because my biggest I really liked that map. My biggest complaint was all of the cutscenes or not cutscenes. Loading barriers.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about?
That honestly.
There was no guy.
All of BBS, I liked that game. I liked that story. My biggest part was that it was because it was a PSP game. There's only so much they could do, you know?
Right. And like it's incredible, like how much.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy how much is in that game.
This is going to seem obvious, right? And I'm going to presume that you do know, but you're aware of the trio naming convention in Kingdom Hearts, right?
You told me.
Okay.
I knew that there was connection or whatever, but you told me.
I'm thinking we need like a new trio.
Cheer up already. That was
Because that's.
I don't disagree.
I liked.
You said it.
Axel Roxas Shion. I think everyone like really likes one of the trio. So like either Sora Riku Kairi, Roxas Axel Shion, or Terra Ventus Aqua. I kind of like because everyone's.
I'm a Mickey Goofy Donald kind of guy.
Mickey meaning sea, Goofy meaning land. I feel like it would be cool to have, probably not in the next game because we're still dealing with Sora's bullshit, but
Sora's bullshit.
I think it would be neat to have, because everyone's fucking Keyblade Masters now anyway, like a new generation of kids, and that could be fun. I think that's what they were kind of going for with Union Cross, but they fucked up.
I think, I completely agree about that. I think having a character that is what Ventus was supposed to be, but like having Keyblade trainees whose training doesn't get fucked up, because like Sora and Riku are self-taught, right?
Yeah.
And then Ventus was like he was learning, like they were learning together, but Terra and Xehanort and all that shit that fucked him up, and so then he got all sleepy. And so I think having not an academy, because I'm not a big fan of like academy sort of stuff, but in that sort of vein of an apprentice that actually learns from a master.
Right.
I think that would be cool.
My Hero Kingdom Damien.
I'm gonna skip this.
Yeah, KX1 stuff.
Yeah.
That's gonna be someone that's like heresy. Can't skip anything.
Watching these back after I've beaten this game is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I think for like story building, KH2 just has I don't know, it just feels very like thought out and planned, and we're at a stage where there was definite mystery, like, the whole Chain of Memories thing had happened, and there was Nomura-esque stuff, but I feel like there was just enough for it to be like really cool and then to have a handle on it, whereas now I'm just like, oh, there is so much happening all the time.
I think that KH3, in terms of story, they got really safe. Like this they're like, yeah, let's just do it. There's mystery, whatever. Maybe we address it, maybe we don't, but we good stories is the idea, and so we'll just, if something seems cool, we'll throw it in there, and we'll address it later. In KH3, they were like, yeah, let's make sure we answer all the questions and whatever, and all the mysteries that happened didn't turn out to be very good.
Like go and cause anything. I mean, that's what I like about KH2 as well, is that it's got mysteries from KH1 and Chain of Memories, and it leaves like things open for more, but also like it you could stop at KH2 and have had a pretty good time. You can get that ending and be like, awesome. I might go play BBS, I might go play Days. Oh, and this stuff I fucking love as well, by the way.
Oh yeah, this is great.
This is like the best realization of like a data world, I think.
Kiss kiss.
Namine.
Give her a little smooch.
Your name means wave.
Hi.
I don't know why they didn't just put you in Days instead of Shion, but it's whatever.
I wanted to meet you at least.
That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yes.
It just seems really odd to me.
I like the idea of Shion. But there's a lot about her that's just like rubbed me the wrong way.
Right.
Hey,
Like I feel like she should have been a lot more badass than she was.
Did you just see that?
But but you're right. She should have been Namine.
They ended up having to make Namine's like little family be Riku and Repliku, because like especially with KH2, I feel like it would have made more sense to have like my theory even going into Days was that Shion was Namine, and they had basically tried to give her a heart, and that's what gave her a Keyblade. And that would be like same setup as Shion, right? She turns up, she's got black hair, she looks like Kairi. What you do with Digimon. She's got a Keyblade. That's crazy. How's that happened? And just have it be that at the end of the story, like, and I love when they do that in stuff like Devil May Cry and shit. Just have her heart get ripped out and her turn back into Namine and not remember being Shion, and that kill. And because she's the memory witch, that kills Roxas's memories of Shion too. It would make it a little bit less messy.
I also think that it's really disappointing how Shion's Keyblade is just the Kingdom Key. It's not even recolored or anything. It makes it really messy, like at the end because Sora's Keyblade's the Kingdom Key. Like Roxas has just give me use the Keyblade, Roxas. Like Roxas has Oblivion and Oathkeeper. And like that's his stuff. But Shion doesn't have anything specific, and that's really disappointing. It makes her feel like less of a fleshed out well, I mean.
So I both agree, because they have tried to make Shion important, but if they had have kept Shion as meat puppet, I think that works, because in a lot of the media, the Kingdom Key is kind of not necessarily Sora's, but just like default. Like default Dan. So like as a default empty puppet, that makes sense. But then they tried to make her like I think it would have been a great moment if like she sort of in one of the first big emotional fights, she'd have gotten her own Keyblade rather than just turning into a monster.
Yeah. Yep.
And then maybe turn into a monster after that, like fuse with a Keyblade or whatever.
Because when you look at it after, like, at the final fight in KH3, so what'd you say? Give up the shield? Or take the shield or whatever?
Shield or magic is fine. Depends on what you want to do. If you want to die less, take the shield. If you want to cast better.
Which one get? I've been picking which one gives. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Which one gives Leaf Bracer first? I think that's shield.
I think that's shield. Yeah, possibly.
H2. Just gonna look it up real
Quick Google.
Give it a googs.
I believe in you.
Leaf Bracer. Sora level 20. Oh. So it doesn't matter. So no, I'll go shield.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure it just affects your
oh, fuck.
stats.
I keep forgetting that the first option is not accept.
Right, which is really nice for those times where you are just spamming and didn't mean to pick something, but when you are, it's like, oh, fuck.
But yeah, so it's like having her have a kingdom key and then having Sora have a kingdom key. And I think, doesn't somebody else have a kingdom key in that final fight?
Yes, probably. I'm trying to think now. Kairi doesn't, Axel doesn't, Ven has, they've all got theirs. Roxas might not have Oathkeeper and Oblivion straight away. Because even that's kind of weird, because they're not even really his. Like, they are his, but because of the bond between Kairi and Sora. Who else is in that final battle?
Maybe that is all. Maybe that is all.
Yeah, because Axel has the wicked thing flickering.
Well, Mickey has, like... Oh, no, he's got the shooting star one. He doesn't even have the Kingdom Key D or whatever.
You know what's fucking cool? And I'm people are gonna disagree with me. I think that fucking 0.8 fragmentary passage is fucking cool.
I think that's really cool too.
I think it has some really cool story moments that I wish were in KH3. Like the explanation of like the whole like what was going on in KH1 on the other side of the door. Fucking awesome.
Yep.
Fucking
that's really
sick.
cool. It's really cool. I wish they had made the time, like, because she spent 10 years in there.
Right.
I wish they'd made it feel like 10 years. Because it felt weird, because I know that the end happens at the end of KH1.
Right.
But does all the gameplay happen right then too?
So it's one of those things where it's like implied that it's like the digital world where time dilates differently. So I think that's the implication they're going for. I think initially they set it up that she literally spent 10 years in there. Whereas I think now the implication is that she spent 10 years in the real world, but if I hear it was like a month and a half. But it could also have been, it could just be 10 years, and because they touch on it a little bit in KH3, but like Dark Aqua isn't, you know, Aqua got naughted, but not really.
Aqua got pussy naughted.
Aqua got pussy naughted. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen more of that. I think there are some really, like, I like that she sort of goes to despair and stuff, but I think they could have touched on it a little bit more. I think what Fragmentary Passage could have done, because the last bit, where, like, you know, Mickey gets his tits out and stuff, is, like, really good. I think
that is really good, you're right.
That's what I wanted from KH3, and I guess there maybe weren't as many moments
Mickey getting his tits out.
I wanted more Mickey getting his tits out in KH3. There's like a lot of stuff in Kingdom Hearts that, like, I don't know, I guess I'm a big fan of when something happened, like, early. You know, like in New Girl, where they had Coach in, like, the first episode, and then he goes away, and then when he came back, they actually address it properly.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's really cool. Like, you've turned, like, kind of not like a plot hole, but like a plot into something, like, really solid. And so when they were like, here's why Mickey had his tits out at the end of KH1, I was like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
Oh, his fucking tits.
His fucking Mickey little mouse tits are out, dude. That's fucking, I love mouse tits.
His little Jim Jams.
So, like, I was kind of, I guess from KH3, I was hoping for a little bit more of that, which I don't know if there really is any to address. But like when they did that in Fragmentary Passage, I was like, that's fucking cool, man. I think they should have also in Fragmentary Passage, if they wanted to illustrate the time going by, I think it would have been pretty cool to have like the like Aqua have little visions or like a window, like a TV screen that just shows what Sora's up to.
Events. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been cool. Or have her travel a bunch of like snake ways. So like in between like the little level bits, like just have a really, really, really long passage and just having her like just have to walk it.
Right.
So that the despair and whatever, it's you feel it a bit more, and then you can actually see, oh shit, she had to walk all of that. Holy fuck.
Sorry, unrelated. I just Google image search Mickey Mouse tits, and wow.
Oh no.
Wow.
Why would you do that?
Well, I thought I might be able to find something good for a thumbnail.
No.
Oh, dude, there's...
See, now your browser's gonna be tainted or whatever.
Dude, my browser's already fucked, man.
Your No. Your
Oh,
browser,
dude.
not your trouser.
Oh, my trousers, yeah, I already shut my trousers as well. I'm just gonna send you this.
Oh, thanks. I don't like that I can't roll yet.
It's the most mild of the images that have come up. Oh my god, Mickey, what are you doing, dude? Mickey, you're married.
What is this guy called? It's not Dark Side. Flip Side?
It's like Thorn something? Thorn, nobody. KH2. Twilight Thorn.
Aha.
Dude, I'm like I tweeted this about Final Fantasy, but I sometimes forget that I'm like an uber fan of stuff like Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I do actually know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not just bullshitting. You know, like some fucking deep cut reference, and I'm like, oh yeah, shit. Like I do know what these random enemies are called.
When Roxas falls like that, it hurts me.
Yeah.
Because just watching him fall on his neck like that, I'm like, fuck, he's dead.
Just the alternate cut of KH2. Roxas breaks his fucking spine, and they're like, well, that's the data experiment.
And then it's just game over.
Looks like my spinal injuries are permanent. You're lucky. Looks like your legs work. Da, 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 da,
I can never get the hang of this fight. I always just fuddle my way through it.
It's a little weird,
It's funky.
Did you just fart?
No, I didn't just fart. I laughed at this. I laughed at this guy putting his head in the ground.
No, you laughed and then I heard like a burp.
I didn't fart.
You tooted. Don't lie.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, this is like the first game over you can get as well. So you can actually lose this.
Yeah,
just ignore them. Just ignore those dudes. Just go for the head.
I can't.
Reversal. E.
Wow.
That's it. You got it. He's a pussy. He doesn't stand a chance against you. He couldn't if he tried.
Flippy flappy.
Oh, have you not equipped aerial recovery? I'm pretty sure you've got it now.
Oh, do I? Oh shit.
I think so.
No, I definitely didn't.
I might be wrong. You might not have aerial recovery yet.
Oh, fuck, I don't have the
I think you
potions
can't
either.
have it by this point now. That is something about KH2, is making sure you keep up on your abilities equipped. You're fine, don't worry about it. What mode did we start on? Proud?
Stand.
Oh boy! Yeah, check your menu for abilities.
Oh, look at that. Wow.
Yeah, that might have helped. Yeah, there you go. I thought so. That will help a lot.
Okay. Thought I might. Cool. Well, we're off to a great start. I promise I played this game before and I beat it. On this game mode, too.
If only there was some sort of factor that had changed since last time you played.
Yeah, I lost brain cells.
I mean, if that's what led you to playing on keyboard, then yes, I agree with you. I am gonna laugh my fucking ass off if you have spent the past like 4 days since this game came out on PC, being like, nah, dude, like mouse and keyboard is awesome.
See, here's the thing.
Good. And then we can't get past the first boss.
Here's the thing. This is the first time I played Kingdom Hearts 2 on keyboard.
Yeah.
I will say, my gameplay in Kingdom Hearts 1 vastly improved.
Right.
In this, we'll fucking see, won't we?
I've made the thumbnail now. You gotta commit to it.
Oh no!
You can't change the controller now. It's too late.
No, I wasn't about to.